Hello everyone, I am Tacet and I hope all of you have been doing well. Today is week 1, day 3 of the invasions. With that being said, we of course do have something to actually go and open. Let's see what we get from the magical orb of orbiness. Under our rewards we have of course one chaotic orb right there, which hopefully will be an ascension orb, or at least something that is not completely useless. We've gotten really lucky so far and have gotten 0 of the green orbs, so if we could keep doing that, that'd be great. But yeah, let me go make my chat bigger so I can actually go and see it. Hello, Simple. Hello, Steve. Hello, Lowlight. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, my YouTube's frozen. Oh no! Chrome is being slow. Come on, Chrome. You got this. It's showing 125% zoom, but there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Hello, Xavier. Hello, Metalaris. Hello, Pedro. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome all. Okay. Let's go see what we get from this. Oops, let me move that over. Hello, Dennis. Welcome. Okay. Come on, luck. So we get the 3 Celestials, the 5,000 gold, the 500 souls. Hello, Caleb. Hello, D. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Brittany. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. And what do we get from the orb? For a second, I thought it was going to come up. I didn't even realize that. There's like a little skull thing on the orb. Come on, blue orb. Blue or purple? Oh, it happened. It was a matter of time before we got the worst possible orb. But yes, that is the worst, absolute worst possible drop you can get. I think the best value you can get out of Orb of Growth is 300 souls, I want to say. 350, 400. 500 at the absolute best. And that's like mythic from level 19 to 20. There is essentially no purpose for this orb. And it's not even worth trying to upgrade into a bigger orb either, because it requires 20 of these things to upgrade it into a bigger orb, whereas the other ones only take 4. So it's just pointless, this little orb here. I don't know what they were thinking with this, but yeah, it is the worst drop for any person, not even just for us, but for any person. That is definitely the worst of the 4 orbs. And we at least got a pretty good streak without getting it for a very long time, but there it finally is. Anyways, as the title says, we will be sticking with the same team as we have been the last few days. Going to be sticking with the gigantic Black Beast team. Black Beast, Mang, Forest Guardian, Giant Spider. May switch up the banner some, as suggested earlier. We might go into the, what was it called? The +2 brown, +1 red, -1 purple. Obviously, we don't use purple, so that we could utilize all that. We still get the +2 brown. And the only thing that this doesn't do is gives us that extra amount of green. I guess we'll go try it. Because one of the bigger issues that starts coming up here is we need double Mang. And having that extra red would allow us to get that double Mang in. It's still perfectly fine if we only get in 1, but getting in 2 would definitely be better than 1. So that is the plan here. It'd still give us just as quick as a start as we'd always gain. It's just Forest Guardian is less effective under this banner. And that was my only real main concern with it. But anyways, let's go move that. See what else we have to take. I guess a green skull blue. Actually, that's only a green skull because it's going to lower the other one too far. Again, we don't get as good of a value off of green since we just replaced out the banner. But we do get a lot of value out of that, especially for an extra turn. I guess we do this onto second slot and then start tearing down and say, oh wait, but we can't. I would need double Mang. How do we work that? I guess we throw this one first. And now we see what happens. I guess we go for the second one, as long as he doesn't take too much damage, and he doesn't seem to have taken any yet. So we're good for now. That skull is quite a bit, not really worth it, so we'll just move that over. Oh, he gets that for free though. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, we get a second Mang here. He's gonna go for a second poke as well. I guess we just let that happen, because that's not enough to kill. So we'll do that. Get a second Mang here. That will not be enough to full mana unless he miraculously extra turns. So we'll throw this onto another solid poke, I guess, on you. You didn't get that devour. Oh! I didn't see that over there. Oh! Oh no! Well, that's bad. Okay. Plan B is still perfectly fine. Plan B is kill him just with our hero, which will definitely work. It's just slightly less effective than Plan A. This is the second time this has happened, too. Though we've yet to lose because of it, but it can definitely happen. Oh, gosh. Well, what do we need here? I guess, well, since we still have Mang, we can go utilize that. He gets such high attack with that. Really anti-skull. I don't have a lineman here. He's going to get another poke. And I can't stop it unless we just instantly poke him there, but we didn't get it. Forest Guardian has a poke. No alignment, though. I'd want to make sure we extra turn it. Speaking of extra turns, I think I am going to go for that. And somehow gives us nothing, but we can go for the Forest Guardian here. We can even go for the Giant Spider if we really wanted to go into it. Does that even help us the way we need it to? Well, that gets rid of Barrier. That definitely helps. I could do this on red. Does that help us at all? Why do I feel like the answer to that is no? Because we already... No, we don't have alignment anymore. Ah. So I guess it... No, it doesn't help us because then we'll have a spider up front. I basically can't cast that for the rest of the battle. So we could go for double skull here. That overkills it though because both are going to hit the same target. I'd rather wait and try getting one more Mang at this point. So I think I just throw a red towards the top here. And then see what happens on the next turn. Ah. Oh, one more skull we actually lose. So you gotta be really careful then. I can't just take that or anything. He can also get the full mana, which would kill us out, which would also not be good. And now we're kind of stuck not being able to do anything. We'll just go for that. And does he give us anything? Well, he gives us a we have to go for that. So I could always put a frontline tank up front, though the issue with that, of course, would be that we have a useless spider up front that can't do anything. So that would not necessarily be good until we get to the barriers, maybe. Then it might be okay to throw down on it, because once we reach the barrier point, we would just be able to go and have the little spider take it off. Need more Fenrir? I know, I am going to be trying that tomorrow. I wanted to try that at the higher end battles. The Fenrir with the guy that just tears apart towers. My main mistake here was letting him take that skull, though. So we'll just go, speaking of skulls, we'll take that skull. That actually gives us alignment, so I think we have the win here. So we throw that down, that gives us our barrier back. And there's our poke just sitting there. Can even go mank him right here if I wanted to, though I think we go for the poke instead after we move everything. And yeah, it is looking like a poke. Don't think there's anything else we really need to maneuver here. Oh, don't even think about it. Almost want to get a giant spider in there just to keep it protected due to how much damage he has. Then again, we could actually literally just kill it off with spiders if worse came to worse at this point. As weird as that may seem, they still do like 20-something damage off their ability, so that alone would be enough to win. And right now we're of course just trying to find our last little poke that we need. Speaking of spider, do I seriously just go let it summon spider at this point? Nah, that's not worth it. We'll just go and try getting Forest Guardian up, I guess. And well, he has his ability up. He could do something with that, which I don't want him to do. We can get a skull poke. That's not enough damage, is it? Oh yeah, now it's definitely not. Well, if you're putting that up front, that's definitely not enough damage. Okay, we'll go get a Mang here. That's still one thing that will definitely hit him. Oh, we actually got a poke in there too. So we can go through the Mang, and can we actually Forest Guardian kill him right now? No, okay, so we'll go through this down. He'll take a skull maybe. Just kind of hoping that would kill it. We get a Forest Guardian right here, we win. Though I do not believe we have one. So we'll just wait it out. Let him poke us. He doesn't go for it, he'll take that one. And, oh no, he's not dead yet. Unless we have alignment. Which we don't have? No. So we'll take that. And one more skull will now do it. And that is match. But that was definitely a lot shakier than it needed to be, but it came through. Let's see. You only get the green ones? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We've actually been getting really lucky, I do have to say, on them. We got like 3 or 4 of the purple ones and 1 of the blue ones. I would have preferred a little bit more towards blue, but I don't know, I think it came out okay. Anyways, let's get into the battle again. Test it again with this banner. Also, hello Lurking, hello Painting, hello RapPF, hello Chris Border, welcome, welcome. You've used Stone Shaker, Fenrir, oh wait, never mind, Forest Guardian, Stone Shaker, and Prismatic Orb. Interesting. I was thinking if we were going to switch, it would be something more along the lines of Stone Shaker, Fenrir, Forest Guardian, and some kind of hero weapon was what I was planning on doing, and we'll probably be doing for tomorrow. I just wanted to stick with at least one more day of this Devour. I'll probably be bringing this too back once we hit the higher level range as well. But I don't know, I really enjoy being able to use Black Beast while we can. Normally Black Beast it's always a fun troop, but it's not really normally viable. But during this event it's kind of nice because he is finally viable for once, which is very rare. Because more often than not he's just completely useless. He's going to go for some poke there. That is not really a threat at all. It's pretty much just him wasting his turn. I need a brown or a red here, obviously both of which are unavailable at this moment, so we'll just take that. That should give us full mana, not too bad. Problem is we have no follow-up for that. Don't have the reds, don't have the browns, don't have the board to even try to set them up. Don't even have oh, actually we do have Forest Guardian alignment, but it's not really a good one, but oh well. It's alignment nonetheless, even if we get almost no damage out of it. Maybe we can find a red out of it. No. Doesn't look like it. I really did not want to hit our hero yet. I did not want to get rid of that. As long as possible, I want to get one more Mang so we can get out the other tower. It's really important that we get both the towers reduced down to 0, or however many towers they're using. In this case, it happens to be 2. So we're going to have to let him poke us. I don't think there's really a way around that, so we'll do that. He'll do nothing? Okay. Well, I guess he takes mana. That isn't exactly nothing, but still. Can you give us the mana we need already? I can't even get Giant Spider on this board. I could drop for more yellow and let him poke us. And then we get another cast, but then that gets rid of brown again. Wish more red would actually fall to the board. So we're going to move that. He'll take another skull. That leaves the other one there, which kind of forces us to have to take it. Unless we want a Forest Guardian or something, which we do not have. So, yep, we're forced into that one. We do get Forest Guardian back up, and there's the red that we need. Though, would that kill? No, it would not kill. Though, if he gets his attack boost, that would also not kill. So we're fine. We'll take a brown to a red, hopefully get the extra turn off the red, and then move from there. Even if it doesn't, we're fine. So he'll do whatever. Okay, it's fine. We'll go and do this onto the other tower. And while that did take a needless amount of setup, we are good to go now, as long as this doesn't die right now, and it doesn't. And that is just pretty much instant win right there. And now we Forest Guardian. And another skull, another one dead. Move that over. Free skull. And we can almost one-shot the guy that has 75% reduction as well. Do we have a giant spider in here? That would be really convenient. I have it on green. That's definitely not a color I'd want to do it on. With that being said, I'm going to do it, because why not? We actually have so much stats right now and just board that we could just go for it. And down it goes. If we're already going to win, it doesn't matter. Hey, 2 invasion sigils. Sweet. Yeah, I can't believe on the first day it was glitched and that we weren't getting any sigils at all. They ripped us off. They didn't even give us any extra either after that. It's like, oh, here's the thing. It's like, just give a bunch of resources, which I guess in the long run is actually better. Because more sigils technically wouldn't have really done much, whereas more resources actually does. Because most late game guilds would have already have completed it, or at least on my end, it wouldn't have made a difference. Because I'm pretty sure my guild is still going to reach every reward, with or without the extra few sigils on Monday. Because there was a glitch this Monday. If any of you were wondering why they gave that little compensation thing, oh, I gotta watch out for that thing's HP. They gave a little compensation because they weren't giving out sigils for the first day on the 4 towers. And they still don't appear, the little ravens, they still don't appear in this game mode. But they're still giving out sigils when they're supposed to be appearing. Not sure exactly what they're going to be changing that to in the future, if they're keeping it that way. Seems a little bit weird if they're going to keep it that way, though. I think that was just an oversight on their part. Alright, let's get a Mang on here. I almost feel like putting on first slot. But of course it's already so damaged that as long as he doesn't kill me next turn, we're fine. And we're fine. And we'll go for that. Get the kill. That heals us back up, and let's match as soon as we get the last little bit that we need. So we can move that over. And thank you for the skull. I'll take that. And can we get one more Devour or Forest Guardian cast? Either or. Doesn't matter too much which one we get. So I guess we'll take the screen. Gives us skull alignment too, if we could ever get a Forest Guardian back up. Guess we'll take that brown. Yep, he gets a skull out of it. Not that big a deal though. No free turn here. I guess I could Devour out one of these. That or simply take my mana, which I also like, though it didn't surge. So I guess we'll take our yellow. Hopefully have alignment here. Perfect. And that's match. Right? That's enough damage. Yeah, that's enough damage. And down it goes. Why do you use Giant Spider with no purple troops? Because we need a summoner. There aren't really any other summoners under Beast. I know that's extremely clunky, but there's almost no alternative for Beasts as far as actual troops. Obviously, that is a really bad thing to do when you don't have anything of that color. But one other thing that we can use it for, which is kind of nice too, is Forest Guardian. Forest Guardian does convert all purples to skulls. And yeah, it's a bit of a waste, actually a lot of a waste, having a giant spider on this team. But there really isn't a workaround for it due to lack of summons. If we want to use Black Beast, we kind of have to use the giant spider. Ideally, we could have a weapon that would fill into it, but since status effects don't work, we can't use something like Creeping Death or anything. We have to go down the Mang route. Pretty much Mang is one of the only few viable weapons you could ever really use in this game mode. Maybe Dawnbringer as well, but Dawnbringer doesn't have the correct colors that we would need to run it with a giant spider. Which way do I take this? I think I take this down because we get more mana out of it, though it still wasn't full. I'll go take the red there. That will give us Mang, and of course our two Mang targets are the two towers he has, or the two Bastion towers. I think that's what they're called, right? Yeah, Bastion towers. So we'll go for that. Get our poke. Get another poke. Stop trying to kill that one. We still got a whiles to go, and it's not really going anywhere, so take out this one, get another Mang on that one, and we'll be good to go. Oh, we actually have alignment right there. That's funny. It's not an extra turn alignment, but it is indeed some alignment if we want that mana. They're also denying out our brown, so probably not worth it overall. I don't know, what do we get out of it? We get a brown, we get a green pier, and a skull. That's not really worth it. I'd rather just take the red. So we'll do that. Yep, that gives him a lot of blue, actually. And he clears the board some. That somewhat helps me, though, because now we have a better clear board that we can actually move on. So we'll go take that. Why does nothing want to surge? He doesn't have anything that reduces it. So right here, he's going to poke us. That's not enough damage to kill, so we're fine. We'll move this over, get another Mang, and progress from there. He'll just take a poke. We'll go and throw this down. That will devour. And is essentially matched right there from what I can see, right? Is there any other small change we might need to make here? No. We just go straight into the Devour, and we'll be good. So we'll do that. Get the kill. Take a poke. Double check for Forest Guardian, which we do have. And take everything from that. Oh, that didn't really give much, but... red, green to red. No extra turn chance in that. We don't even use red anymore. Never mind, it's not even worth it. So I guess we just go into the green, try setting up our next Devour. If we even get one, we'll take Skull. I still have to deal with their ridiculously high mitigation. With the green over. Gives us another Devour, though of course I'd want to do that on the giant spider, on the spider summon. What a good place to put a Hunter's Mark. Good job, AI. Okay, we'll go and get rid of, I guess, our few browns we have. Actually, yellow seems a little bit more tempting here. Actually, neither seemed that good. I gotta go for one, so let's just do it on yellow, I guess. Get that down. Go get a Devour on the summon that we just got. And, nope, didn't get any alignment off that. But we'll go for our big pokes. 307 damage each, not bad. I can move that into a poke down there, though that doesn't actually stop him from a follow-up skull. But we will still go move that. He'll take the follow-up skull. And we need to get another Devour before that thing dies. It's not going to work. Oh, yeah, well, because it won't move that one down. Oh, but then he still gets out the bottom. Oh! Oh! Okay, I might have to go for a panic Devour here, just to make sure it doesn't die. So we'll go for that. Get rid of the little spider. And not necessarily the best thing to be getting rid of. But at this point, we might as well get rid of everything. You know, I'll wait a little while. We don't have to get rid of it yet. We'll keep it up for a few more turns. Just in case he feels like doing a lot of true damage to us, I want to make sure we still have a heal. Because once we kill everything, we have no way of progressing from there as far as his HP or even casting him in general. All of it becomes impossible. There goes his barrier. Now we just need alignment one more time. So tempted just to go for it. But I can't. There we go. And that's match. And down it goes. Okay. And we still got two more because we got the Raven. Hopefully find another Raven too. Hopefully we'll get lucky enough to see another. Though then again, I have no way of knowing if there is or is not one in this battle. So, yeah, never mind. It's kind of no way of knowing. But we'll get a Mang in here. No more towers in this one, at least. So a little bit easier to, or nothing we really need to focus down specifically. I can actually go straight for the Devourer right now if I so wanted to. Though, I think I'm going to hold off just for a little. Not for long, though. Maybe enough time to get Forest Guardian up. Or maybe a second Mang. I guess we'll try for a second Mang. Okay, we'll take those blues. That doesn't give us the drops we need. So we'll take the yellow. That gives us the brown. Actually, we have alignment on it too, though I'd rather take it for a second Mang, so we'll do that. Oh, not enough mana. And he gets full mana. Not good, not good. And we probably don't have alignment either. Oh, you know what? I want this. What does your ability do? Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, we'll let you do your thing. He'll do his thing. And we'll get a second Mang in here, probably on the third one right there. He'll get another skull, then we devour it, then we should be good to go from there. Oh, you know what? I can actually go... This doesn't give as much damage, though. I can get rid of his barrier and then go into the poke. I think I'm going to go for that. Oh, but then he does that too. Okay, I guess that didn't actually give us any better value. But he didn't go for the skull, though. So I guess that kind of did, especially if this hits, though it doesn't. So never mind. We'll go for the poke here and see what we have for Forest Guardian next turn. And go from there. Okay, that's okay enough Forest Guardian, so we'll get that down. That gives us Giant Spider cast, but we don't need it yet. Okay, never mind. Now we do. Go get rid of all that. Get the Devourer on the thing we just summoned. And please don't miss. Ow. Okay. Let's see. We'll move that down. Get our poke. That dies. Skull again. Dead. And as match. Any special way we need to do it? Not really. Doesn't matter which way we would take it, so we'll just take that one, and down it goes. Okay, and on to the final battle, unless we get another 2 sigils. Actually, did we get them there? No, it doesn't look like it. Hopefully we'll get some on this final battle, or that's all the invasions for today. Invasions go so much faster than raids, that is for sure. Invasions is quite a bit easier, and it has higher rewards too, which is kind of funny, that they would give the higher rewards for the easier objective. But it is the case of how it's set up. I don't know, I always, the only thing I really hate about raids compared to invasions is if it gets a cast on you, it auto-kills you, anything it touches, which seems like kind of cheap most of the time because you have no way of really working around it with many teams. Okay, we'll go throw that down, get our nice big Mang in there. Do we have a drop here? I guess green to this, oh, that's not enough though. Do I devour it already? Excuse me, I think the answer is yes. So I'll get rid of that. We did indeed land it, so that's good. He's going to have follow-up, but not much I could do about that. Didn't get the extra turn, but it does give us Spider. So we can start getting summons. And what do we need here? I guess we'll take that down. We do have Forest Guardian. Oh, we do have Giant Spider too. Let's get rid of red, which we don't use anymore. Throw down Forest Guardian, which we still have as alignment. That pokes him down. And we could actually maybe win off this board. Come on, purples, get closer to our lines. What do we need here? No, that's not an extra turn. Is it? It's a double skull poke, though. No, it isn't, because the other one moves. There's a chance we get it off the top, though. Yep, and we did. Okay, sweet. And with that being said, let's go kill out the spider. That didn't hit, but oh well. What else do we need here? Forest Guardian, Giant Spider. Oh, Giant Spider into that again. If we can keep getting that loop, it'd be amazing. Though it very rarely ever gets that loop going and going again. Especially, that's kind of actually one of the reasons why I gave the Forest Guardian the +2 green in the first place. So that it could try doing something like what we just did there. Also, anyone know what happens when you hit stage 65? Does anyone know what actually happens? Because you seem to gain levels the entire time on your towers. So I don't understand what this whole... I still haven't figured out what this whole thing means at the bottom here. It made sense on these other ones because it was just the normal stage progressions. But on stage 8, like what happens here? I don't think you go any further than stage 8. I don't think there's anything beyond that. Like, what happens when you hit 65? Does anyone know? Anything? Or does nothing happen? Nothing? Tower level 144 is the highest you get? Is it really? That would probably explain the leaderboard that's already at that level. That would explain it. Pretty much the entire leaderboard is at 144. Well, I shouldn't say the entire leaderboard, but probably by the end of the week, the entire leaderboard. Interesting. And then it just comes down to whoever wants to kill the most by spending the most gems at that point. Interesting. Well, that's that's strange. That's a really weird level to end at, too. Like, out of every number to pick, 144. Not quite sure what the specific reasoning is for that, but it is a bit odd. Anyways, nothing happens, everything remains the same, and you stay level 144. Stats stay the same, and you just repeat the battles. Aww, that's no fun. Though there's no chance we're ever going to reach that high due to not paying gems into it. Also, hello, Alonso. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're number 11 on the leaderboard. Yeah, I just saw you there. Very nice. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Yep, there you are. I thought the name seemed familiar. I was about to call that out, too. But yep, there you are at 144 with everyone else at 144. Just with slightly more tower kills. Actually, what is our tower kills right now? Probably a ridiculously small number. Is it even up to 100 yet? Probably not. Let's see. Oh, no, it is. 128 tower kills. And I don't think we'll reach max level. I don't even think it is possible to reach max level with how much we paid. Because so far we're a perfect streak right now. Even though we had some slightly shaky battles, we have yet to lose a single tower battle. Though the tower battles are quite a bit easier than the raids. So it's not anything too special. Anyways, let's go and do dungeons real quick and then head over to other stuff. If you guys have anything you want me to go over, team builds, questions, anything of such, let me know. Otherwise, let me go head over here, clear out dungeons real quick. Oh yeah, we still have to go farm explore this week too. Almost forgot about that. I think we're almost done with it though. It doesn't take that long. It takes like a few hours to complete out the objectives this week. Definitely doesn't take that long. Yeah, I only went up to tier 4 both times. I might even only go up to tier 3. It depends how much my guild ends up contributing on most weeks. But yeah, I'm pretty sure tier 4 is about where I'll be most weeks. Which is enough for every unique plus a little bit extra. Though if my guild can handle doing all of it on their own, I might just start doing just the up to level 3. Because that's every unique, and that's the main thing that matters. Because I want to make sure I get the weapon every time, and to get the weapon you have to pay 250 gems. And then you can pay, I believe, like, what is it, another 250, I think? To get, like, slightly more sigils and slightly more troop upgrade. Oops, I don't know why I thought that was an extra turn. Because I moved the green into the other thing, which made it not an extra turn. Fail. Anyways, we'll throw a Sunbird down there, and it's pretty much match. Get this as a firebomb here and kind of just progress from there. And we should be good with the brown, which we don't use. And he's not on this team. Nice little cascade. That'll definitely be full mana. And it is way overkill at this point. See ya, Chris Porter. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Yeah, we aren't getting anything new this Friday, unfortunately. Though we do have quite a bit of content next week. We have a new legendary, as well as a the start of Bounty Hunter for the first time ever, which runs from not this Friday, but from next Friday until the following Monday. So like a week and a couple days from now. Actually, if you just click on Bounty Hunter on the thing, it tells you exactly when. But yeah, we don't really know too much about Bounty Hunter, so we'll find out then. That's the last new thing that we'll get as of this most recent patch. Feels kind of weird that we're still getting new stuff all the way up until then. But yeah, we're getting it all the way up until next Friday. Not this Friday, but the following week, Friday. And that's currently the only piece of content we haven't really gotten to see yet from the most recent updates. So we'll get to see what all that's about. Luckily, I believe Bounty Hunter is quite a bit different from invasions and raids, so that'll be nice. Because I know that invasions or raids are pretty similar, to say the least. They are essentially the exact same concept, just slightly different. But not there. But if we go under games and go under Bounty Hunter, yeah, 8 days and 6 hours, which is next Friday's Friday reset in the morning is when that occurs. Anyways, where's our events? How far are we on the current event? Oh, we're only up to 300. We're actually not halfway there yet. But still, that doesn't take too long. maybe we'll work up to the next objective. Doesn't take too long to grind a couple of these out. Let me go put it back on normal difficulty. And I guess we'll just stick with this team for now. Can you critique Skullbeard? Decent. Valkyrie? Decent. Anu. With Skady. I guess that works. Yeah, I guess that would be perfectly fine. The team that you just mentioned. I probably wouldn't bother running it for PvP, which that is a PvP team since it's not pure color. But no, I think the team would function still. It's just not something I would normally run as like a regular team. Oh wow, we actually got lucky. This is my first treasure gnome. This is actually, or I guess it's slightly unlucky, depends how you look at it. This is my first treasure gnome since, or I believe it is, my first treasure gnome since the end of the treasure vault event. So it took us like 3 days to find one gnome. Though I haven't been playing an excessive amount, but still. Also, can you have enough high rarity troops? Gosh. Okay, we'll throw this down. Hopefully it dies off of that. Good. And let's see that vault key. Are we truly lucky? Can we get a vault key off a random gnome off a non-gnome vault key event? It took us 34 tries the first time to get a vault key. Of course. Your most common, most useless drop, 100 souls. Could have guessed that from a mile away. He drops that drop more than any other drop for whatever reason. Or at least based on the data that we got. There isn't any drop he has that's more common than his useless 100 souls. Oh well, at least we got something. Though then again, that's pretty much like getting nothing. That's near equivalent of getting nothing. At least we know he's in the drop pool, if nothing else. At least we know he's still around. Not like we're hunting for him. That's not what I'm doing right now. I'm just farming up the objective for the week. I'm not actually trying to find gnomes right now. I kind of gave up with that. Unless it's a specific gnome week, that's the only time we're actually hunting down gnomes specifically. It just seems like we are right now because of the, because we're going for explore kills. And of course they both are this exact same thing. Farming gnomes and getting explore kills is the exact same concept of battle. Have you ever tried Titania instead of Divine Isabella? Titania. Queen Titania? In what specific team? But yeah, it definitely works with Infernus, if that's what you're going on. Oh yeah, with your Infernus. Yeah, you just said that as follow-up. Yes. They both are pretty good together. I can't remember the most recent team I've bothered running with that. Pretty sure it was some kind of weird Gorgolfa team. Pretty sure. I cannot remember what it was, though. Let me see. It was like Gorgolfa. Did I just go to standard team? I might have. Infernus, Mercy, Queen Titania? But then that doesn't have a, I don't know if I actually did this earlier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did this earlier. The biggest issue that I had with this, though, was the fact that Queen Titania never really got to cast. My favorite team for it so far with Queen Titania has actually been Alchemist, Moneylender, Yagway, and Queen Titania has been my favorite team so far, thus far. So let me just go into the double yellow there. This gives us the really quick, that's not the team I want to use. It gives us a really quick Gorgolfa, which feeds in everything else, which gets us the board clear, which will hopefully get enough reds once we get our first kill. And then we kind of just go from there. So right off the bat, we're going to just move a bunch of manas. Not even going to go for the Mercy initially, because we don't really need it. Go for the board clear. And that is exactly why we don't really need it. Go for that. Got our red storm already. That's exactly what we need to actually get things going here. Throw it down again, get over mana back. That gives it up. Not enough on the board, though. Need a bit more red to fall without taking it off the board. We'll go through that down. And, well, that's not a free cast, but it is a kill. And down it goes. That was pretty much just Infernus being ridiculously overpowered, but I guess we technically did do the Fairy Fires, which came into play because it did 50% extra damage. But, yeah, something going along the lines of that. Mercy basically gets you free Fairy Fires from the start. You then just go into Gorgolfa and Infernus, get your quick kill, hopefully off of one of them that are Fairy Fired, and then you pretty much just win. So like right there, boom, a bunch of free Fairy Fires. We'll get the Infernus down. Hopefully get a kill very quickly. And then kind of just move from there. Okay, that's a little bad. Hopefully it doesn't go for a Valkyrie here, and it doesn't. We'll go try getting another kill, or first kill I should say. Haven't even gotten our initial kill yet. And he just denied out one of the colors we need. Let me move that because we can. Go for that. He is such a good caster. Luckily he didn't go for it. He didn't go for it. So we'll go for an Infernus here. And at this point we're almost just using her for Fairy Fire. But that's perfectly fine. It is one of her purposes. And get the free poke. And we still was our turn. So we could have gone in for the Infernus. Yeah, it still works. Did you read your comment on trying the dungeon teams? Oh, sorry, my bad. I must have missed a couple of them. Found out about Black Beast. If you target your Devour on an impervious troop, it doesn't devour. However, it does still heal and generate skulls. Wait, does it really? I haven't tried that in this version. I don't think that always has been the case. But, interesting. Is there an impervious beast, though? Is that even a thing? Yes. There is. There's, what's his name? The mythic. The one mythic guy. What is his name? Him. Wolf Garrick. Oh, but there's also Merline and War Goat. I guess War Goat would be the easiest thing to do it on, but, well, Merline is kind of useless because it can't silence anything in that key mode. I guess we could do it on Wolf Garrick. Have it like a last thought Wolf Garrick. Maybe use it with Fenrir. People have been wanting me to use Fenrir, so we could go use Fenrir. Though they've been wanting me to use it with, what's his name? The new 4 times damage troop guy thing. But yeah, we could definitely give that a shot during tomorrow's raids. I don't see why not. Spamming it on impervious troop just to keep getting free devours every time. We could basically just replace out Giant Spider with it. And just kind of go from there. Where's that question that was asked earlier? I'm trying to find your question, Reed. Have you ever tried testing any of the dungeon teams? Well, you mean using one of the dungeon teams as my actual team? No, I haven't bothered doing that yet. Most of the teams that they have set for that are pretty bad. So there's almost no point in doing that. Also, hello, Homesack. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And also, hello, Major. Welcome, welcome. Is it better to save the vault keys for the next Gnome event? No. I guess, you know what? I guess technically, Gnome Vault chests, or Gnome Vault keys, are technically better during a Gnome event. All their drops are the same, with one exception. The Vault key specifically, in the Vault key, has a higher chance of dropping. So during a Gnome event, the chance of you getting a Vault key into another Vault key is higher during a Vault key event. So I guess you would technically get a very slight higher reward for opening Vault keys during a Vault key event. So yeah, I guess if you're not interested in those drops, then you could save them. I'm personally throwing every single one once I get them though, because I want to try getting those unique drops, particularly the Legend, as soon as possible. But once I finally get that Legend, yeah, I could definitely see myself saving them for when the Vault key events wraps back around. Though I don't even know that's supposed to be intended or not. They did mention, I believe, in one of those posts that it's not really supposed to be intended that Vault keys drop within Vault chests. So they might be reworking that for next patch to make sure it doesn't work. But we'll see once that happens, what they are doing with it. You still haven't gotten a Legend from the Vault? No, I still haven't gotten it. I still haven't gotten the bird either. If we go under the Vault, we have gotten, like, no drops. Or, well, we got one, but it was kind of funny. The very first Vault key we opened during the Vault event gave us a unique, and then we never got another one. We have him, and that's it. We still need the Valraven, and we still need the Cedric Sparkle Sack. Of course, the main one we need is the Cedric Sparkle Sack. I don't really care too much if I don't get the Valraven, though, of course, I do want to get it eventually. But, yeah, there's people with, like, 2, 5, 4 copies of these things, and I have 0, 1, 0. After, I believe that's a total of 13 Vault keys, 14 Vault keys. I'm actually starting to lose track of how many we've opened total, because I keep not keeping track of the ones we keep getting per week. So let me see. I got 9 from that. We got the other 1. That's 10. 2. I think we're at 12. I think we're at 12 vault keys right now. With only getting 1 unique from them. So that's not good. Or I don't think that's good. I don't even know what their drop rates is. No one really knows because no one has been able to get enough data. Because no one has opened more than I think like 30, 40, maybe 50 vault keys at the highest. Oh, we don't have a mercy. Of course, I would go back into this team and it already starts horribly. We'll just take some reds, get an Infernus in there, and kind of just progress from there. You got a Valraven from a drop of a vault key. A little saddened it wasn't a monster or a tad more useful. Well, there's only 3 specific card drops you can get from it. And it's the Valraven, what's his name? The Treasure Gnome and the Cedric Sparkle Sack are the only 3 drops as far as like actual card uniques. Of course, getting something like a gem drop or a gem key drop or a vent key drop, that would technically give you a lot more troops and a lot better troops. But I don't really need those. I need those uniques. I'd rather give all the 12 gem keys drops we got in place of those 2 uniques that we didn't get. Because even though those 2 uniques are almost near useless, I still need them. And if I ever do finally get him, I will be doing a video on Cedric Sparkle Sack of some kinds. Even if it's just playing around with him, though we'll have at least 1 or 2 serious teams with him. But I definitely want to test him out, see what he can do, all that kind of stuff. We kind of already know the basics of what he's going to be used for. Hopefully it'll add another troop that scales off of gold as well, which will... anything that ever scales off of gold will make him very useful. There aren't too many things that are really over the top at the moment that he would really be good with. Bonnie Rose, and that's about it. That's about as far as things that scale off of gold that are good with him really go. With a few exceptions. We'll go and throw that down. If trading was an option, you would take those gem keys in a heartbeat. I know, right? But yeah, they're probably never adding trading. I can almost guarantee they're never going to add trading to Gems of War. Whoa, what just happened? Hold up. What even is that turn? Could you imagine if one turn delay Deathmark wasn't a thing? He probably would have gotten all those skulls and then double instant killed us off of Deathmark. I should have waited a turn just to see if he actually would have gotten it. Oh, well, anyways. That was amazing. Though I kind of did give that to him partially, but I wasn't expecting him to go that far with it. Getting like 2.5 troop kills. That is definitely a lot. Luckily, this isn't Guild Wars or anything. Speaking of Guild Wars, I'm starting to miss Guild Wars. I never thought I'd say those words. It feels weird not doing Guild Wars. It also feels weird doing the nightly introduction without saying, hello everyone, blah blah blah, Guild Wars day something. It is a blue day, or a red day, or a yellow day. Like saying that specific color day. It was nice. I don't have anything special to say with each one of these raids or invasion days. It's like, today's da-da-da-da-da, and yeah, no other information. It also makes it so you have to force use variation too, which was nice about Guild Wars. Whereas with the current game modes, these new game modes, there's no variation in them. Because for one, you don't, even if you wanted to do variation, you kind of can't. Because you have such a limited pool of things to use every single day. You don't really get that many options. You basically have to run the same team, maybe 2 teams, maybe at absolute most 3 teams. Whereas Guild Wars was at minimum 6 different ones. Even if you kept using the same 6 ones over and over again, week from week, it was still 6 completely different teams. It would take us, even with us using a completely different team every raids and invasion, it would take us 6 raids and 6 invasions. So 6 of either of those. So if we count that total, it would take us, what is 6 times 3? That's 18. How many months is that? That's maths. Wait, that's 18 weeks. That's about 4-ish months? Yeah, it would take us about 4 months, maybe even a little bit more, to cover as many teams. Yeah, about 4 months. It would take us about 4 months to cover as many teams in invasions / raids as it would take us to cover in 1 week. Or, yeah, just 1 single week of Guild Wars. it would take us 3 to 4 months. That's quite a lot higher. It just shows how much less team variation there is. Yeah, Guild Wars does become a lot more enjoyable when you don't actually care about winning. I know on my other account it's quite a bit of fun when I'm just messing around on it. Of course, I can't really do that on my main account because we're trying to actually get those slightly higher rewards. So my eyes are not functioning. But, hate when they do that. Dry eyes. I'll go move that. Oh, I was hoping he'd keep the alignment there. We'll go take that. At least, if nothing else, that gives us Infernus. What would you use in Defend on Blue Day for Guild Wars? Well, don't use anything with freeze. I can tell you that much. As far as actual teams, don't make it anything that's that could be easily countered by freeze or that uses freeze itself. Let's see. Of course, it is good to have immunity to freeze on that day, though. I'm trying to think of an actual team at the moment. I don't know why I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think of what the blue counter even is these days. Like the really good, solid blue counter. I know there's a couple lower level range ones that they've been adding recently. Hell, let's push out those Scions. No one's using Scion on Blue Day anymore, I don't think. Too many people use Corvash for people to bother using Scion. Especially after all of its nerfs. What am I even using for Blue Day these days? Guild War Defend Blue. Oh yeah, that's the team I need to go completely replace out eventually. I don't know what to do for the Blue Days these days. Because there's a very large variety of what people actually use. Removing blue is still good. That's always going to be good. Problem is, if I'm not mistaken, there aren't really too many things that do blue removal that well. Let's see. I don't think this will work well. Destroy blue. Let me just type in blue. That'd be the easiest way of doing this. Let's see. Amira for hard counter for high damage, though later in the game that's not one shot, so it's pointless. He gets boost ratio, not worth it. Anointed one converts them out, though, oh, no, he doesn't. Never mind, he doesn't do anything with them. Asha converts them out. That actually wouldn't be too bad. The AI would always get that right. Azura is going to be used by the enemy, so you don't want to make sure you don't have barrier or anything. Banshee converts them out, but isn't worth it. What else? What else? Gets rid of blue. Oh yeah, Glitter Claw. Oh, pure Glitter Claw team. I remember now. Yeah, you can pretty much just build an entire team around Glitter Claw, which I think is going to be my new strategy, since I'm going to be retiring this probably for next Guild Wars. Actually, I could go replace that in right now. Let's go do that. I need to go work with what I currently have, though. So yeah, we'll keep Glitter Claw or Ragnagord team. Why not? Let's go build something around this. Glitter Claw, Ragnagord. Have I used Wardbreaker yet? Well, we're about to if we haven't. Wardbreaker, and now we just need one other utility troop. And what can the AI not mess up? That is a very short list of things. Well, I need a purple. What's a good purple? Is there a purple with immune to freeze? Actually, what purple has impervious that would work in first slot? Oh, that actually wouldn't be horrible, but I don't want to block brown. Plague wouldn't be horrible, but I don't want to block Glitter Claw. That does not give us much options. War Sphinx wouldn't mess up, I guess. But wouldn't really be worth it. We could pull out the Carnex. Probably not. Oh no, I always hated Carnex for the most part. At least after all the changes he's had most recently. He used to be good in the past. Actually, at one point he was so easily one-shotted. I think he had like 5 HP at one point. And they had to buff it to like 6 HP because he was just way too easily one-shotted. There really isn't a purple option for that, I guess. What's the insulated version of purple? Or is there one? Queen Mab, no. Yeah, there really isn't one. That is obviously a no. Skatey is a no. That would just be giving them the blue storm. There's not a good anti-freeze. Also have to think of what I haven't used yet, too, which is always the other issue. I guess we could technically go with a car next or something. Why not? I think we can get away with that on this day. We'll have to see. It might be a little bit too much explosion, though, but... if they had, like, a famine or something. No, never mind. They can't throw a famine. It's a blue day. But, yeah, banner's already correct, and I don't believe that conflicts with any of my other teams. Let me double-check, though. Did I use Glitter Claw on any of these? I don't believe I did. I'm starting to forget. Let's see. Defend red, all good. That's just the gnomes. Or the dwarves. It's perfectly fine. Defend blue. That's fine now. Defend green. I just used that, and I can even throw the World Breaker. I mean, not the World Breaker, but I can throw the Dawnbringer in there. Defend purple. I do need a revamp Defend purple. Oh! Hey, that's the same team I was just showing earlier with Queen Titania. Defend brown. This is dwarf. Oh, I need to change that day. I need to find a different day. Maybe defend yellow. You know what? I should probably just get rid of defend yellow. Get rid of this whole Spirit Fox team. And replace it with... actually, purple. Oh, no. The problem is the two best days to kind of get the quick start for Fizzbang are the 2 days that it would be countered by Queen Mab. Blue and purple day. And what was our defend brown? Yeah, we didn't have any confliction with it. So we can go and get away with it. Though I still have a lot of defend team variations I need to go and mess with. Because my defend team still are not really that well refined at the moment. For Guild Wars. You spent a lot of resources trying to get Yalgway. My guild ended up getting one yesterday. Or not yesterday, on Monday. We ended up getting one for free. It was kind of funny. It happened on stream too. Because I was saving them for the stream. Or most of them, except for the few. But all of them that I remembered to save for the stream, I saved for the stream. But yeah, we opened up a couple of guild legendary tasks. And in one of our about 15 to 20 legendary tasks, we ended up getting a Yalgway. Which is nice because I didn't get any additional copies of him. Well, I did get him. I didn't really get a lot of copies of him. I think we're only at 3 copies now. Even with that extra one that we ended up getting from the thing. So we still have a lot of copies to go, but at least that helped a little bit. Okay, we'll go throw, I guess, a explosion into here. Get that rolling. Can you make your defend team in Furnace, Ketris, Isabella, Aurora with Dragon Banner and test against it? Sure. I don't see why not. Is that alignment? No. But that is. And what else do we have to move around? Mercy, yes. And that gives us Divine Isabella. And that gives us skulls, I guess. Oh, I could have taken that. Oh well. And we'll throw in Furnace, and that's match. 1 HP, but luckily it would die to burn regardless. Try Shadow Dragon, Giant Spider, the Dragon Soul, and the Mythic Dragon. I'd probably have to do that in a different order if I was to try that. Shadow Dragon normally is not used in first slot. He's pretty bad in first slot, even though he has an attack gain. His attack gains is essentially useless. Very rarely would he ever get used for that purpose. But yeah, let me go test both those 2 teams I were just mentioned. Let me go do the one that was mentioned for my defend. What even is my defend these days? Mercy and Furnace. Problem is I don't have 2 good slots to go, or 2 empty slots. Let me see, let me get rid of Skull's Sakima. Get rid of this. That was horrible on Monday, even though it was working amazingly beforehand. Is Stoneshaker's Siege Breaker trait an additional to his base damage? Yes. So if you have, let's say, 40 damage on him currently, he would do 120 if you had 3 times. Or let's say you had 50 damage on him. 3 times would be 150, 4 times would be 200, and 5 times would be 150. I mean, 250. And whatever bonuses you give to it, like if you boost it all the way to 100 attack, that would be 300, 400, and 500, depending on what its ascension is. So yes, it does scale based on attack buffs. So any attack buff you give it, let's say you're giving it 20 additional attack. If you have it on 3 times, that's technically 60 extra damage, or 80, or 100. It doesn't make the multiplier that big, but it makes the actual amount of damage applied that big. The multiplier applies to the whole thing. So whatever the value says, it just multiplies it by that. Okay, there's 2 things that people wanted me to go do. Let me go test the, what was the one? Let's see. Which one? Can you try the team, please? Humility, Yalgway, Spirit Main and Garnock. Sure, we can definitely go do so. Let's see, humility. I think we have like 3 teams now we need to go catch up on. Yagwe. Spirit Main. We're on our for Spirit Main. Why must so many things have Spirit in it? Spirit Main. What's a Spirit Main for though? And Garnock. There's nothing specifically for us to target Spirit Main on. I guess it's just for the souls this week. And we'll go throw a Garnock in there. So pretty much the whole team's just going to be Yagwe spam into the extra mana. I think we're already right on double yellow, so I don't need to revamp anything here. Oh, actually, you know what? What's the minus brown banner? That doesn't give double yellow though, does it? The minus brown. Where did my team just go? It's all the way down here. Oh, wrong one. Edit team. Yeah, the minus brown banner doesn't work. You need a double yellow that has... Yeah, it's not going to work. That's double red. Oh, this one... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. We have too much green. Yeah, none of them would work. Let's go with double yellow, I guess. Go for the quick humility. And go from there. Oops, I did not mean to set that for my defend. I'll just go invade with that. Yeah, we should be good to go. Get a quick humility, go from there. Okay, so right off the bat, we'll take the yellow there, move that over, take the blue, which we actually don't use, and we don't have a way to remove it, I don't believe either. So go for that. This needs to go on, I believe, green? Yeah, that's fine. It's populated enough. Oh, it was Spirit Fox. Of course I would go use this against the Spirit Fox team, because he gives the hard counter to us. We'll try this on green again. We already started, might as well keep trying. We'll let him focus again since we get so little value out of it. Go take a green over. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get any alignment here. Might even lose our humility soon. What, did we not get a magic buff on anything useful? No, nothing got a magic buff from what I could see. So that's not good. What do we even need here? I guess we'll take some greens. He'll poke us. That's almost dead. Need to get that humility to full mana. I don't have any way of doing so though. Let's take some purple. Which does get in the way of our other cast, but it should be fine. You don't have an HP buff, do you? Nope, doesn't even have that. We can definitely throw it on Yagwe, though. We'll go move that over. This will give us the red yellows that we need. And hopefully it will give us the alignment as well. And since we don't have additional orcs, that doesn't really boost off of anything. What do we even need here? I guess we could go for Yagwe. No, that gives them too much value. I think I threw this on red or purple, probably red. So we'll go to that. Misses, unfortunately. And he just clears the board. Not even for our favor. Oh, actually, kind of. We can go move that. Move that again. And then we kind of have nothing to move. I guess we could go for it. It'll give us some of our mana back. And we'll just go for another Spirit Fox and into a Famine. Luckily, we used most of our mana already. And he has Mana Shield anyway, so he doesn't get drained. And... oh, wait, never mind. He does too. Actually, half our team does. Alright, I don't need the yellow. We can just let him poke us here. Barely does any damage anyways. We can get another Yagwe. And that kills that out, which is our summoner, which is the one we actually need alive so we can keep summoning. But, what do we need from here? Tell me to take a skull. I did not want that, though. We go for the free Yagwe. That gives us our Yagwe right back up. Move that over. We get, no, we don't have any alignment for that, so I guess we just throw it down again just for sheer damage. He'll poke us. And that is almost match. Really, any damage we do to this point will be the match, so if we could just get him up one more time, even that will be enough to kill it. Oh, yeah, we can also just kill it off of reds. Kind of forgot about that. That's another option. And down it goes. Yeah, the team kind of works, but it doesn't really have synergy with itself. And it's kind of, it seems like the guy is just kind of here to be here. The rest of the team could work, but yeah, Spirit Main is really off on this team. But everything else has potential of working together, the other three. Particularly Humility plus Yagwe. Anyways, what are those other few? Also, hello, Captain, because I did miss a few other teams that people were mentioning. Shadow Dragon, Giant Spider, and the Mythic Dragon. I'll probably have to reorder that some, but let me see. Giant Spider. Dragon Soul. Shadow Dragon is essentially always put behind a Dragon Soul. And the Mythic Dragon of Elamagrim. We don't have a burner for it, though. And that would have to be the team, then. And with that being said, we'll go... We actually have a couple different banners we can go here. Depending on what we want. I guess we go Frozen Banner. Because I want to get the quicker... Oh, no, not Frozen. What are we missing? Or are we missing anything? We're actually not missing a single thing. I kind of want Giant Spider to get its mana up quickly, but it's probably going to get so much off explosions that we could just get away with that. So we'll go all in on purple. That's +4 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow, I believe. So we should be able to make this work. Okay. So right off the bat, we'll go take that. And we already have minus yellow. Go in. It's already coming into effect, the minus yellow. Good job. That's not helping us at all. But let's see. Actually, I could still surge it. And it does. Amazing. And I actually have it for free too. Amazing. So we'll go for that. See if we can get a Dragon Soul in there. I should be able to. And of course its attack just keeps going down and down. Because this is a Giant Spider, which is why we didn't bother setting the banner for it. Yes, we got rid of red here. Need something that has the lines. So we'll go get that down. Elamagrim. If you're going to hit on any board, it's going to be that board. Same as that board. And definitely not this board though. So go get rid of all that. And not worth it. But there's nothing else to do, so we'll go for it. And never mind, that's enough to kill. And down it goes. Yeah, it definitely works. Shadow Dragon behind a Dragon Soul is definitely always pretty potent. I personally don't run it as much these days, but still really nice combo. Can feed a lot of additional mana. I much prefer these days using a Glitter Claw behind a Glitter Claw behind a World Breaker than a Shadow Dragon behind a... I much prefer using a Glitter Claw behind a World Breaker than a Shadow Dragon behind a Dragon Soul, but both of them do work and serve a similar purpose as far as how they function. Let's see. Will you try yours, sir? Sure. What was yours, Earthy? Jan, didn't I just do your team? I think I did. Unless I just did the wrong team. Well, I did your team. I just did it in the different order. Still your team, though. Infernus, Ketris, Isabella, Aurora with Dragon Banner. Sure, we can go test that. I don't see why not. If anyone else has anything else. Infernus. Get that in there. Get a Ketris in there. Ketris. What else do we need? I'm putting this in such a weird order. Okay, there we go. Put that there, put that there. I've never actually seen an Infernus first slot. Isabella. You're going all in Divine Isabella, aren't you? And Queen Aurora. Yes, you are. Really? I've never actually seen this team yet. Definitely an interesting lineup. Wrong banner, though. What banner do we even need? I guess Dragon Banner would work. Anything that goes all in Infernus, because that's the main priority of getting mana here. Okay, let's see what happens. Silent One could really troll us, though, because Infernus is our main mana generator, as weird as that may seem. Well, I guess kind of Isabella will be once we kind of get it going. But initially, it's going to be our main mana generator. Up. And there it goes. Well, that didn't last long. Main mana generator down. Do I just let him get poked again? I think I do. Yep, he gets re-silenced. Perfectly fine. We can get Divine Isabella here. Well, we have our mana. And we do have alignment too. Sweet. So we'll go to that. Go move that over. And with that, another Diviner spell. We throw an Infernus though instead. And now we just throw Gigantic Ketris. Get a triple kill almost. Double check the board. Not really anything. I'm still gonna throw it. We got nothing. Let's throw it anyways. And he silences the thing I needed him not to. Perfect. And or he doesn't silence the one I needed him not to. But we'll go for red there and dead. Let's match. And we'll just run Furnace because why not? Yeah, that definitely has potential for sure. Very interesting team. A little bit of a high mana cost though. But it definitely works. It seems like it started from, let's just put every single gigantic divine on a single team and see what happens. But it works. It definitely works. Let's see. But that's what this team looks like the second I look at it. I'll try getting Infernus up. Basically everything that would gain the biggest possible benefit from Isabella's 50% gain. Alright, we'll go through this down, get all the manas we need. Or most of the manas we need. We'll move that over. He still hasn't gotten a single one since the start of battle. This will definitely give it to him though. I'll just poke us. And what do we need here? What do we need? I guess we can go throw down this on Ketris. Come on. Oh, duh. I keep forgetting. You don't do it on single troops. You do it on the board color. What color would I need then the most? Probably red. And again, we could... Oh, I had Divinish... Ah. It's right there. Okay, well, too late for that. Too late for that. And now it's ruined. Rip. Our alignment. It's gone. Luckily, we got our mana right back. And it's not going to get repaired by the end of this battle. Let's just throw a nice Ketris in there. And that's essentially match. He'll live with a little bit HP. Oh, and he'll apparently live too, because of the revive thingy. And we'll just get a poke in there. Bunch of pokes in there. And that is definitely overkill. At what time should you start saving keys? Well, if you're a newer player, or new-ish, you pretty much never really save any key other than event keys. Well, I shouldn't say that. Seal keys you still save for the end of the week or until you get into a better guild. Like, you don't want to use seals any earlier than 20,000 guild chest thing. And ideally, you'd want to be using on a 40,000 chest. But as far as event keys are concerned, that's about the only thing you kind of really ever need to save. And you mainly just save those for good events. The next good event is next week, when they're adding a new legend. It'll also have a possible mythic in their drop pool, though it's not worth specifically going for it. But if you're going for the other content anyways, you might as well at least attempt for it, because you're automatically going to have the chance anyways. But yeah, the new legend's coming out next Monday. And there will be a small chance of getting the Stormheim, or Storm Shield, I mean, from it. Storm Shield isn't really that useful. Hey, Celestial Trait Stone. Speaking about things that aren't really useful. High rarity things that aren't useful. Celestial Trait Stones. But, yeah, Storm Shield's mainly just for placing barriers, but Dawnbringers does it so much better. I guess it's also single target true damage, but I don't know, it's just not really that good. Out of the context of all giant team and maybe some Guild War days, it doesn't really see any usage. We're going to Skull Poke here because I don't want to deal with Scion. Again, I'm going to Skull Poke for the exact same reason. Oh, come on. I take every single Skull and he still manages to get a Scion. Well, nothing I could do about that. There also wasn't any other angle that we could take this from, so it's not like I had any other choice. Oh, can you please stop hitting us with skulls? Does it even feel like he's nerfed when he does stuff like that? And there's his full mana, and that's not enough damage to kill. And Infernus is about to die, and we didn't get a Storm yet. And I have no follow-up. Okay, we'll go take all that. And what else? What else? I guess we'll take a brown. Need to get a Ketris on that already before he reduces my stats too much. Or drains everything. That would also be horrible. Almost. He's working towards it. Oh, can we Isabella that for free? No. So we're going to move that over. That'll get a kill we need. He'll do whatever. And what do we get from there? I guess we'll go take that down. Double check the board. Looks okay. Throw this at the center there. It doesn't actually get a kill though, does it? I do not believe so. The answer is no. So that was actually a bit of a waste then. We also don't really have a good cast here. I guess we just throw this onto red or yellow or green. We'll do it on red here just to get that to full mana. And it gives us some barrier. Not really much though. I guess we'll go and get the Divine Isabella. Nope, never mind. Oh yeah, we do have it. Perfect. So we'll go throw that down. Gets rid of our yellow, I mean our red, but we're only 2 pokes away. Or 3 pokes actually. So we can move that down. It'll do whatever with that. And now we get a Ketris and that's match. Yeah, a little shaky, but it gets the job done. It gets the job done. And down it goes. Yeah, Celestial Trait Stones are basically only really ever used in the Soul Forge, because you do use them for some troops, but you use such a trivial amount of them compared to how much a Soul Forge uses. Was there anything else you guys wanted me to go over or anything that I might have missed? Definitely let me know. Otherwise, yeah, definitely let me know. Because I definitely skipped over a little bit of chat there. But otherwise, I'll probably be heading out after this next battle or so. What should we run for the final battle? I'm probably just going to stick with, you know what? Let's go back to a weird team that I haven't done as too recently. The Honor Guard. Haven't brought out Guard's avatar for a while. When he first came out, he was my favorite mythic in the game. And he's still one of my favorite, though there's definitely things that are much better than him these days, so it's kind of dropped off a little bit on my favorite list, but still pretty nice, the kind of things that we could do with him. My favorite thing to do with this is mainly get a really nice kind of infinite loop going. Well, not necessarily infinite loop, but basically one-shotting the entire team. It's one of the few teams that can still do a really consistent one-shot against the entirety of the enemy team. And you pretty much just keep looping this until you have the damage output that you need. And then you just cast it, and as simple as that. And I think we can get away with one more. That should be enough damage. Okay, we couldn't get away with one more, but we should still be okay. And end your turn, that's match. And doing stuff like that. I miss those really heavy one-shots. Always annoying if you need to do fire. I mean a follow-up though, but... hey, it works. It works. Hello, Questor. Welcome. So you're VIP 5, but the only stuff you spend money on is the occasional weapons. Yeah, I don't spend any money on this game as of recently. Haven't spent money since only because I had to get some stuff for a video to get it a little bit quicker. But I haven't spent any money since they added, what are they called? The Soul Forge. I haven't done it. When they added Soul Forge plus Dungeons was the last time. Hey, a dev's in chat. Was the last time I bothered spending any money on the game, and I think I spent $30 over the course of six $5 packs for the Soul Forge. Back when the dungeon packs were actually considered really good value because no one had any of the resources, and I had to basically scramble to try to get as much as we could to try to get the just to show the new content as quickly as possible. So I did throw some down here and there to show all the newer weapons, as well as the useless, what's his name? The useless Exynos. I can barely even remember his name because he's never used. Everything behind 3.3 is behind a paywall. Not everything. Gnomes has 0 paywall. VIP has no effect on the rewards you get from it. The rate has no effect on anything else you've already done. There's no paywall for that. I believe Bounty Hunter also doesn't have a paywall, though we haven't seen it yet. Only the 2 new big features, or 2 of the 2 big features. There was actually several big features. But yes, raid bosses and invasions are pay to win, at least from a high score standpoint. From a guild standpoint, not as much, because from what I can tell, it is pretty easy with mid-tier to low-tier packets to still be getting all the stages done in a normal, good, decent guild. Or I shouldn't say good, decent guild, but on the higher tier guilds tend to get these done pretty easily without really putting much towards them. I'm pretty sure lower guilds would struggle with this, but lower guilds also struggle getting all the guild tasks done and stuff like that. These are scaled more towards mid to late game, particularly late game for the most part as far as the stages. But yeah, the leaderboard, yeah, 100% pay to win. There's 110%, 200%, 300%. It's basically just a bidding war on who wants to spend the most amount of gems to buy first place. That's essentially the entirety of these leaderboards, which is a bit unfortunate. Really wish they would have done it in a different way that allowed actual competing for them instead of whoever wants to throw the most gems. But yeah, we'll see if after feedback if they make some kind of changes to them or not. PvP rewards have been fixed over the years to be changed a couple times, and I don't see why they might not eventually do that for invasions as well, invasions and raids. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for tonight. We'll be back same time as always tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And of course, we'll be here on Friday and Saturday morning as well, around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a couple hours. No new content actually coming this Friday, though we are getting the new Bounty Hunter starting the following Friday, as you can see over here. Bounty Hunter in 8 days and 5 hours. We're also getting a new Legend on Monday in Event Keys. So those are the new pieces of content that we have coming up. Other than that, the only thing slightly new that we have is the rest of invasions. So at this point, pretty much everyone already has a pretty good understanding of what invasions are. So that's not anything too new at this point. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you all later. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you all tomorrow, or whenever I happen to see you again. Have a wonderful time, and good night. Goodbye, everyone. Oh wait, if you don't care about winning, don't spend money. That's the definition of pay to win. Yeah, I know, pretty much. It's whoever throws the most amount of gems on the, currently on the setup of raid bosses and invasions is the person that wins. That's essentially the entire setup of it. Pretty much. That's it in a nutshell. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.